area. The elementary school is like a public school that is taking care of the people that has no capability to go to school, and they do school feeding. They do school feeding for them. So I think we can talk about around this. Yes, thank you so much. And we are live now on Facebook. And with me here, like I said earlier in my broadcast, is Dr. Uluwadapo Ibirinde. Well, we used to call him Lekan when we were at the 20 years ago experience back in the school. So, Dr. Ibirinde, nice seeing you again. And I think it has been a while. We
True.
we talked last maybe 3 years ago. Yeah. Our
That's true.
conversation last was about 3 years ago. It's about 3 years ago, and I think we just pass by our posts and also read our comments and also say hi occasionally. But I think it is by divine inspiration that we say we should have this conversation today.
Thank you, my prof.
Yes. Let me formally introduce Dr. Ibirinde. Like I said in the background before we came live, Dr. Ibirinde happened to be one of my very good colleagues, associates, and friends, and a partner in progress and a backup when we have problems. I remember we were lucky to have the same supervisor at our final year project, and it was amazing, amazing experience. Amazing experience. And I believe that Mama will always refer to our team whenever he is even talking about undergraduate supervision. Because I could remember very well, majority of the people, when they saw my list on Mama's name, everybody ran back to me to say, Etidaran, Etidaran, you allocated to Mama. Mama will finish you. Mama will frustrate you. Mama will not let you graduate. And I was just laughing. Is this person so tough like this? And is it so difficult to actually relate with Mama? But unfortunately, when we had the first meeting, we were actually know that, no, this is the best person for us to have this very project. And Mama took us through the whole process like our own children. We were three. I think the other person usually also connects on Facebook, like maybe like I think I talked to her. We exchanged pleasantry like 4 years ago or so, and she is actually doing fantastically well. I don't know the reason why. How Mama were able to do it, yourself, myself, and Dolapo or Damola. Is it Dolapo or Damola?
Damola.
Damola.
Yeah.
So everybody is actually doing fantastically well, and we thank Mama for the experience that time. And also, what we did together then was very massive and very interesting. And I believe that it has formed part of what actually connects us to actually help us to grow in the way and manner we are actually growing. But don't let me talk much about that. The other side of him is that he is a pastor. Yes, I used to call him my pastor, and the pastoral message was very, very interesting. I think one of our conversations we actually had that actually broke the yoke of it was, I think, in our first meeting during the discussion about the project, we drove into the religion discussion of talking about the Islam and also the Christianity. And I remember what you said at the end of the day, after the tough argument. You know, when two people that are scholarly are actually arguing, they want to break the point and bring the point to the table. We both agree that, okay, if I cannot win these arguments, we agree at the point. We are the same thing. So the last one that I want to say to introduce you is actually the aspect which some people may not understand, that at times life will beat you blue black. That you won't even know when it is right for you to do something that is right. I remember I was far away from the school when they said that we should submit our final year project. And it was very tough experience for me to actually return back to school immediately to submit that very project. And I said, please, can you help me handle everything? And I believe if that copy of my project is not with you, definitely it will be somewhere that you have kept it. To testify that at times people will just be there for you to take care of everything that concerns you. And that is the reason why friendship goes beyond family, blood, or anything we can call it, partnership, collaboration. Friendship is like somebody that sees you as a positive side of himself or herself and want to take care of everything that concerns you. No matter the situation, even if it requires that that very person should spend his resources to let things work smoothly, the person is ready to do it for you. And on this note, I want to welcome and thank you sincerely for everything you have been doing. Others are many, but I won't talk to all those parts. Just let me use the one that people can learn from when we were younger. That people will be thinking that these are young people, these things are not expected from them. But we are able to actually uh, do that. And the last thing I want to say, yes, let me mention that. I remember many people don't know that some of these things that we are enjoying today were the inspiration of some of the people that saw this thing in us. We didn't see it, they saw it in us. I remember two occasions that are very, 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 very prominent, and I want to confirm today. It was Professor Akobi during one of our classes that said, and also our mama, Professor Aremu, that said, the way you guys used to talk, it seems like you want to be prof. And since then, we have been calling ourselves prof. Since then, you can see the people that are mentoring you, but they see something special in you, and they were actually envisioning that you are on the path to become something great in life. These are the people that are motivational. They are motivating you to become that greatness part of you. And whenever I remember all those things, I say, oh, wow, these people, may God help us, bless us to actually make something big for them and appreciate them. And as a colleague, there is this very issues of how we interact and how we associate and the rest like that. You have never for once looked at those scenarios and say that, what's the meaning of this? It doesn't make sense. And I want to suspect something on the other part. You were the one that actually invited me to the last final year dinner. It was your conspiracy. Because you were very active in the team of the SUG and also some other representative and even the executive of the department and something. And I was not very active. I was not interested and so before. You manipulated me somehow like a conspiracy that I attended that very dinner. Then I was given that very award, old school, I'll be old school or something. So when I remember everything, I say, this man, this man. So thank you so much, Dr. Ibirinde. So let us have you and let's have some a part of the life experiences that people can learn from. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, my prof. You know, I started calling you prof since probably 300 level. 300 level should be 2023, I think. 2003.
Yeah.
2003. Back then, the university.
Yeah.
And, then the way you normally articulate your questions, the way you make reference to literatures as background before you ask some of our lecturers the question. I remember the first mention of the botanical name or the name tree that I had was from you.
Wow.
He quoted it as a director indica. And then I quickly checked my phone in the class and that's what was as a director indica because he did not mention the common name. And you referenced China, that they had a vast expanse of land of as a director indica. All right. Thank you for having me this morning. My name is Ibirinde. That's my surname. Dolapo is my middle name. Olalekan is my first name.
That is the one we know.
Yes. My first degree was in agronomy. Second degree was in plant breeding. And the terminal degree was in plant breeding still. And these 3 degrees, I had them in 2007, 2011, and 2017, respectively. So, and I've been in the in the university workforce as a lecturer, as a researcher since 2012. I was an assistant lecturer first, and now by the grace of God, I am the professorial cadre. Yes,
Wow.
the
Hi, Prof.
experience, prof, sir, the experience has been beautiful. Like you mentioned, sir, I think there is something spectacular about Professor Charity Onyeno Nachi Aremu. There is something spectacular about her. I don't know what happened to the set of supervisors she had before us, but from our sex, I discovered that probably we changed the tide because after she supervised us, or from the point of supervising us, the narrative changed. She would normally say that I am a first postgraduate baby or so. I can't recall how she calls it.
Yeah.
But the person she supervised that first had PhD. And now she even calls me. She was the first person that started calling me professor, professor. And I looked back, I saw that from the people that Professor Aremu supervised,
Professor,
we
professor.
I think we
And I
have
look
a
back, I
mini
saw that.
in the minimum, we should have up to 8 or 10 with PhD as we speak now.
Yeah.
So I think there is something spectacular about her. Some had a PhD in Nigeria, others in the overseas countries. Ayanfe, Dotun, quite a number of them like that. Though some of them were supervised after us.
Yeah.
So I give real kudos to her. How she was able to inspire us, to how she was able to stand out as a role model that's that drove or that is still driving the zeal for knowledge acquisition in us. I don't know how it happened, but it is crystal clear that she did that. So I appreciate her. And also I want to appreciate you especially for what you are doing. You are an inspiration. Like I shared with you, I have had opportunity of speaking at different fora, interacting with students on academic basis or community development basis. And I always talk about relationship. That if you have a relationship with somebody, cherish it, nurture it, and sustain it.
Yeah.
Because you may never be able to tell. I tell them supervisor relationship is a lifetime relationship. When you have a supervisor, do your best to be a good supervisee. And, like you share the experience.
Yeah.
When my name was listed under people who are to be supervised by Professor Arem,
Yeah.
I disliked it. Because we, before that time, used to see Mama as a tough person. I did not like that idea. I met the HOD And they actually asked me to talk to the other breeder in the department then. That was Mr. Debayo. He was a Mr.
Yeah.
Now he's a doctor. He has been a doctor for years. But I think he left the lectureship for a research institute or a seed company. Now,
Okay.
I met Dr. Debayo and I told him that I don't want uh, Dr. Aremu to supervise me. She was a doctor then. And he asked, why? I said, I just don't want it. I want you, Dr. Debayo, to supervise me.
Hmm.
He asked, why? I said, because I don't like the way, I don't like our ways. And he told me something. He said, you have the academic stamina. So whatever academic demand she will make of you, you'll be able to stand.
Yeah.
And again, you have a clear conscience.
Hmm.
So there will be no conflict of interest.
Hmm.
And what is necessary is academic stability and a clear conscience. And those criteria were outstanding in Mama's requirements. So, and it added a caveat to it that if I am with her and I still feel I cannot get on with her, I should then let them know so they can replace me. But when I met her, I love her reception. I was serving when she kept on calling me that, Ibirinde, have you picked your MSc form?
Wow.
The job offers, I served in Gombe. I had 3 job offers before I exited my service here.
Yeah.
I had in the ministry, in their teaching commission. I had in the Ministry of Agriculture. And I had one with the NYC itself. But because she had encouraged me to come for my MSc, I did not take on any of those offers.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
so much about Mama and the interaction. MSc was good with her, as well as PhD. Yes. And talking about our time together and the interactions we had, thank you for recalling some of those experiences. You inspire
Yeah.
me a great deal. Inspire me a great deal. And I thank God for making our path cross. The good work you are doing, I want to encourage you to please keep it up. Keep
Yeah.
it up. There is
Yeah.
no limit to how much impact it can create in the life of people.
Yeah.
And by way of encouragement, I want to I want to tell everybody that is in this space now that knowledge is power.
Hmm.
What you don't learn, you don't know. One of my friends bagged his PhD recently.
Hmm.
He's a very big man from the royal family
Hmm.
around this place.
Hmm.
During his first degree, because of his noble status, very noble royal status, during his first degree, hardly would he sit in the class to do anything. There are people around him that will do such stuff for him. What do you want, sir? Okay, assignment. They will run the errand, some paper they will do for him. But we stay in the same compound. I stay in their compound. It's from the royal family, like I said. And sometime there was a time now asked me that this thing, he asked people to do it, they couldn't do it. Can I help him? I said, I cannot help you. What I can do is I can teach you how to do it. I can teach you how to search out for information, relevant information from the internet and how to bring them together. I can do that for you. But to do the assignment for you, the term paper, I cannot do because I discourage that in my own classes too. So I obliged, I showed him and it was so they said, so this is how they do it. Then he started doing it. He graduated and after some time, he told me he wanted to further his studies. He picked up his MSc form And then we're not staying in the same compound again. He came to my house to show me the admission letter that he wants to pursue his MSc. And he had that, he backed that degree. After some time, he said he wanted to pursue his PhD. I said, that would be beautiful. He picked the form and he came to show me. I was so humbled by that kind gesture. He came to show me and he told me why he needed to show me. That I was one that inspired him to know what he could do. He even enrolled his wife for MS. So as we speak, sometime last year, I think October thereabouts, he backed his PhD.
Wow.
And up to now, if he writes any manuscript for publication, because as part of the graduation requirements, he was made to write like 2 or so manuscripts for publication. He will show it to me that he wants me to vet it. We are not in the same discipline. It's in education or something. He wants me to make input because of the experience of 2012 or 2013 then. The impression I made on him then. So as much as the opportunity will avail itself, now he's a doctor, and he tells me that if there are issues, maybe I am too busy, I should just direct people to him, that he has learned some things, though he's still learning. You see, I am so happy that I'm able to create that impact. The last time we discussed, I told him, I said, my prince, you know, when he was doing all of this academic pursuit, he did not ever envision being a lecturer. But he told me that the way he sees things now is different. When people are talking, we look at it critically, scrutinize it, and say, do you have any valid point for saying this? Sometimes we see some literature, some books he read long before now. If he's reading them again, now he see flaws in those books. Was this one not peer reviewed? Was this not this and that? But now he has the mind of critical assessments of things. I said that is what PhD does. And now he's saying the things, because I've told him before, think about lecturing. He said he's not interested. But now he said at least, okay, even if it is for free, we would like to share his knowledge with students in the university. So that is correct. Because knowledge, you cannot have knowledge and keep it. Knowledge
It
will
will be pushing
shouting,
you.
it will be shouting from inside you that let others know about me. So thank you so much. For everybody outside there, I thank you for having me at this moment. I want you to please take up the challenge and do your best. It is not even a big deal. Just choose to be fair and be good. Let the light shine on people. Let them have a right perspective to life from the way we lead our lives. Just a little counsel of you can do it better. You can do it some other. We can achieve this. You can move on. Maybe the incentive somebody needs to launch into the higher track of life. Thank you. God bless you.
I think I will have to clap and also appreciate you most sincerely. You have said that by 11 you are going to actually drop the camera. That's why I will not prolong most of these very things we have talked about. But I actually grabbed 3 very important messages from this very narration that you have just shared with our community members and the people that will be watching this very. Thank you so much, Mr. Tukur. You had everything. That is good. Number 1 is that, but you must answer that one before you go. You must.
All right,
You
sir.
had the opportunity to be hired in 3 places. I trust the Gen Z. They will weigh the options of which one will pay the best and go for it. Now, the connection is that the same thing happened to me when I came back from the service to see my leader and my mentor in sustainability. I went back to say, I have completed my NYSC. Please, where can I get a job? He said, go to the secretary, go and obtain the master form. Are you interested? I said, yes. That was how I dropped the idea of looking for jobs. That is number one. Number two, help. People will come to you because they know that you have a high level of understanding, exposed to some things. Please help me. Because they believe that they can't do it. But they want an easy way for them to have their ways. And an example is what you have done to the prince, that you just say, you can do it. If you try it, you will see that it is very easy. And the person got motivated and actually was climbing the ladder and completed the top ladder of academics, which is the PhD. I think there is no amount of gift you can give to any person except that motivation. Motivation. Which is also a connection. Many of our students, they don't like us because we refuse to help them. Go and do it, you do it again. Go and do it, you do it again. Oh gosh, they don't do it like this in these days. No, that is the way we were trained. And that is even what our principle even align with. You must do it yourself and you must get it right. I think that's the second one. The third one is that I think it was because the people that were complaining about Mama did not have those two qualities to face the stability of academics and excel in it, and also be ready to make commitment and sacrifices. And that's why they normally, and if you see people complaining about people, you should go and investigate. It is either they are the weak ones or they are the ones that are actually don't want to follow the normal principle or protocol. So on this note, I just want our viewers and our community members to see that we should be a role model, we should be a motivator, and we should be somebody that gives life and inject life into people's lifestyle. But that is the just best way I can describe it. On the terms of the job, let me just have a light question. Why did you reject the jobs offers? And now went back to pick masters. That is just a question that I will ask.
All right. Let me quickly mention something about how I got the jobs.
Yeah.
When I got to the place where I was posted, it was Bajoga in Funakai local government of Gombe State. Now, in the local government, because I was taught in the university and I understood the rapid multiplication of some crops like pineapple, some of these fruit crops like pineapple, which other one, Pasena, that we use the sucker or the stolon for. So because Professor Akambi taught us and I understood it well then. So I decided that farmers in the local government, I want to train them in that regard. I did that, and somehow somebody noticed my efforts and he offered me the job. They gave me the form to fill. The second one was in the church where I worshipped then. I saw children of about age 13, 14 teenagers. They were grown up, but they don't know how to read and write. So I asked the church pastor, please, can you get me a chalkboard so I can start teaching them? At least because I did not know how to read and write at the early stage of my life. My younger ones learned how to read and write before me. My mother took the pain of putting me through that experience. So because I was not a little boy at that point, I should be in primary 5 or so. Yeah. So she taught me. So I still remember the rudiments. So I've been using that to train people. So I started teaching those students and they picked up. I was seconded. The piece of primary assignment was a secondary school. In the school, I was teaching mathematics, computer science, and I think English when the English teacher left. And I got another appointment in the zonal office of the NYSC. My handwriting actually sold me out. The zonal director loved my handwriting and requested that she come and work with me. So I was working in the NYSC secretariat, zonal secretariat. So by that appointment, I was not supposed to teach in school again. But I begged the man. I said, please let me still go and teach in school. So I had his permission, and the principal agreed that if I teach from about 7:30 till I think 9:30 or 10 thereabout, that is when they normally have their long break. I can close at that point. So I will walk from that early hour to like 10, then retire to the zonal office to continue the NYSC work. That was what I did throughout my service here. And my principal, he was a prince from Yamatu Deba, axis of Gombe State. He said, they had never seen somebody that would do this. That you still have passion for teaching, you still come to school every day, and you go to work elsewhere. So he used his influence to secure a job opportunity for me in the ministry, their teaching service commissions. Yeah. And that was the second. But these 2 job offers, the reason why I did not pick them was the pay was small for me. I said, how will I leave the whole of Southwest and come and work here? I think it was about 17,000. So I think about that amount. So no, it is too far. But when that of NYC came, because I worked with the zonal inspector, there was one very important event, and I was offered a job. You know, the pronouncement was made openly, so my people were jubilating that, wow, congratulations, oh, this. I went to the NYC state headquarters, and I told the officer, the state coordinator, that I will not pick it up. He shook his head for me that, what is my problem? And I said, I want to go and pursue my master's there. Me, like this. Actually, that was the key factor that I want to pursue my master's. And again, I don't like the idea of multiple transfers for NYSC officials. At the lower cadre, they make remote transfers within the state. At a higher cadre, they make interstate transfers. Coupled with the fact that I was going for my master's. When I returned to my base that day, my people in the NCCF, they thought I was going to return with the appointment letter. But when I told them that I rejected it, they were taken aback. I did not even immediately tell anybody.
Yeah, go back. Go back.
Yes. I said I was going for my MSc. So that was how I got my 3 job offers. I did not know that I was doing so much then when I was teaching children in my church, when I was teaching farmers in the secretariat, when I was teaching students in the school, when I was doing my responsibilities in the NYC. I never knew
They were
The
watching.
day will come that all of this will count.
Wow.
But I had my own eyes fixed on something else.
The eye
Thank
on
you,
the ball. Thank you so much. I won't take much of your time or some of your time or your time again. I believe that I think so. This message is actually meant for someone, and I believe the person will come across it and learn something, and also use it as his own medicine or antidote to what he or she is passing through. Because that is me. That is what I believe. We didn't plan this conversation. We didn't plan it. It was just an exchange of a pleasantry of what I posted on my status that we were actually talking about. Then I said that let's have this conversation this morning. And I believe did not prepare that I was going to go live until I said that please, we need to go live a bit, something like that. So for me,
I
that is
don't
how
even know the scope of the conversation. I said I did not even know the scope of the conversation. So when you said you were going to Facebook, I said, oh,
yeah.
See my
so,
prof.
But yes, I think because you are also rooted in spirituality, you understand very perfectly how things unfold and how things happen in life. And that's the reason why I just concluded that I think someone needs this message. I believe that it will serve the person the goodness of saying it. And thank you so much. Thank you so much uh, for the direction to which you have taken the conversation and for the inspiration you have also gingered us with and for the motivation you have also served us with. And we should continue. And like I used to tell people, doing good has no alternative. Continue doing it. Reward is not for you. It's not expected from anybody. Reward will come at the appropriate time. We were never taught we would be like this. And of course, what is still coming, we never know. But we believe that because we are serving the goodness and we are serving the humanity, and the purpose is very clear. Definitely going to be something that is bigger, and God is going to actually make us big in our dreams. So thank you so much, Dr. Ibirinde, once again. I know that we more there are many more to talk about because it is a very deep conversation. And if you want to slice it into different pieces, there are different things that we are talking about. So I will not open it up now. We'll save it for later. So my regards to the family. And
all right, I'll give them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, sir. Yes, sir.
You too, sir. Yeah, I am with you. I am with you. Very, very serious talk. That's life. Thank you so much, Dr. Ibirinde. Thank you so much.